Here we go. Opening batsman for South Africa. Quinton de Kock on the right. And Hashim Amla, one of the superstars, of course, of world cricket, on the left. Let's have a look at Quinton de Kock's numbers. I want to take your attention to the hundreds. I think this is just extraordinary. 23 years of age. He's already got 9 hundreds in the middle there. 9 hundreds, 5 50s, an average of 42, a strike rate of 92. His average is good. He loves batting at this venue. And his strike rate is also very handy. Well, it is to start proceedings. A little bit of swing away. I've got Michael Holding and Mark Boucher alongside me in the com box. A couple of slips employed. What a shot. What a magnificent shot that is to get going from Quinton de Kock. Afternoon, Mikey.
Good afternoon, Hazy. Hello to all our viewers. I've grown accustomed to seeing Quinton de Kock now out in the middle. So thought he batted very maturely in the second game in PE after getting such a big score in the first in Bloemfontein. He still went back out there and batted as if it's a brand new game, which it is, and that's what you have to do as a player.
Hasn't got that through. He knows this venue, of course. This Quinton de Kock. Here's a good one. And it allows players to play those sort of shots. That's a drive on the arc. He's a good timer of the ball. And that's his second boundary in the over. Through covers. 8 for no loss. Thrash that away. That's a nice shot. Square on the offside for 4.
Yeah, that's bread and butter for Hashim Amla. A little bit of width off it there. I think it's not bad at all. Good touch full. How many times have we seen runs scored from Hashim Amla's bat through that area?
Going to race away for boundary. Just straying a fraction too straight.
Just the 3 fielders on the onside, so he has to be careful how straight he gets. I think Topley though is hoping that when he bowls it straight, the ball will swing back or seam back towards the offside. That one just kept going on the original line. Just kept on coming in.
Good shot. It's a beautiful shot. Nicely played by Hashim Amla. Anything full he's going to have a go at by the looks of things.
Yeah, once again, just over pitching on this occasion. Hashim, slight bit of width. It's great to see Hashim playing good cricket shots as well, not trying to hit the ball too hard. Good signs for him. Like we said before, he loves this ground.
There's some extra balance on the splice, a bit of glove I think involved there. He's tall, Topley, but that certainly just popped. What a good shot that is. A little bit short, just a little bit too straight, and whipped away for 4 by de Kock.
We spoke about not having a lot of swing out there. If you're pitching the ball that length, you're not going to get any swing at all. De Kock just helping us with the angle. Knows the fine legs up there. Just need to get some connection on it, and it's on the way to the boundary. Now, perosculation was actually a word that wasn't myself, was Bob Wilmer who brought.
It's good to have some fun on the change room. What a shot that is. Outstanding control that time from de Kock. Just have a look at the way he holds his pose after this.
And then after losing the pose, he just turned his back. He knew that was gone. Have a look at this. This is a beauty.
Almost like a left-handed Sachin Tendulkar.
Throws his hand at it. There you go, him going a long way across to the offside and just nailing it for 4. He uses the crease well in white ball cricket. 50 up.
Well, that was Hashim Amla at his best. He absolutely nailed that. As Nasser Hussain said, hit that on the up, ball comes onto the bat beautifully on this ground. Just have a look at the timing, goes a long way across again. This time Jordan pitches it up. Amla strikes it perfectly.
he manages to keep his head very still even though he's moving across the crease. And now he goes offside again, but this time the ball's dispatched through the leg. Dangerous combination, a world-class player playing on a ground that he loves batting on. England will know the stats, he'll know the stats, he loves this place.
Chris Jordan will have to think about changing his pace. There's a sameness about the deliveries at the moment, which is making it quite easy for Hashim Amla to predict where he's going to bowl.
Neatly worked away. Oh, that's four. Yeah, you talk about the drainage here, but a couple of the fielders have got their knees stuck into the ground when they dived here today, and there was another example. Rashid down at fine leg. He did the hard work, he covered the ground quickly, and then his knee just got stuck in there, and it meant he couldn't go the extra. Oh yes, nailed by Quinton de Kock. He played that shot well in Bloemfontein, then he picks up length beautifully. He really does. Just back of a length. A lot of average players would have just been playing this back to Chris Jordan, maybe turning it off their hip. That's not that short, and it's been dispatched onto the bank.
Well, he made it look.
Kepler's had his way, but a spin introduced, Moeen Ali. And that's a lovely shot. Shows his skill as well, Quinton de Kock. He's a power player, but he's a touch player when he needs to be.
Beautifully controlled late cut, using the pace of the surface and also the pace of the outfield.
Again he finds that gap. We'll bring two more to Quinton de Kock. Again, there's three quicker balls he's bowled and three have got cut for 8 runs. Again, that's good placement because it'll bring 2 more. Very easy when you get
50 for de Kock. Played really well again, shown lots of good form in the series, and they need him to go on.
Yeah, it's been absolutely superb. Takes the applause from the dressing room and from the banks. It's exactly the start South Africa were after. And very selective.
Swept and swept a long way. You just get the feeling he's been waiting. Played that shot so well in the first game of the series. And serving him well here.
It's been a while since the last boundary, and Quinton de Kock brings it up in style. He gets into a good, strong position. Element of risk these days for these modern cricketers is minimal. At the middle of the back and way back onto the bank.
Gone again, this time just 4. Wasn't that short, but it was picked up very quickly by de Kock. 12 runs from the over, 126 without loss.
Another good shot by Quinton de Kock. That delivery was just under 100 kilometers per hour, but dragged down slightly, and he's onto it in a flash. He realizes no one back at mid-wicket. Picks his gap.
.50 for Amla. Been a support act so far for de Kock.
Yeah, he really did look comfortable from ball 1, did Hashim Amla. Brought up the 50 of 63 deliveries. It's been a perfect foil for Quinton de Kock.
Swept away, finds the gap. Clever batting. Just a roll of the wrist to find the gap behind square.
He's taken his helmet off, so you wondered if he was actually going to try and play that kind of shot. Well, he executed beautifully, and then he's decided, that was actually a bit risky. Felt like that might hit me in the face, so let me take this cap off and get the helmet back on, and then I can play that sweep with comfort. He's played it beautifully. I mean, he gets into position, but
Oops, it's got to bounce first, because Quinton de Kock will just dine out on that. Brilliant stuff from de Kock. It was a bit of a freebie, but he's played superbly so far tonight.
I think they're asking for this to be checked. I've seen a few full tosses being punished for the maximum when England batted. I suspect that's the maximum as well. It lands on the ropes, so that's 6.
That's whipped away for 4 more. That's the other thing he does, you know, he gets the odd bad delivery, but when he does get it, he puts it away for a boundary, finds those gaps.
Yeah, when you watch him bat like this, it shows how absurd it was for South Africa to start that Test series with AB de Villiers with the gloves. Quinton de Kock, who can bat like this. I know it's only with white ball cricket, but he got a...
Very fine, may go all the way, yes it does. And although there are so many wickets in hand, 153 without loss now the score. Years ago people would still think this was a difficult task. Not these days.
Not with the high class batting that's around.
It's clubbed back, and he's hit it beautifully. Gee, he's a good timer of the ball, he really is. Just going to go upstairs, I think, and just have a double check and see if it did go for half a dozen.
Yeah, we had one a couple of overs ago that landed on the rope full, which is a 6. Umpire just asking, could you check again? Did it land on the full? Another slower ball, short delivery. Shorter boundary in that direction. That one a bit tighter. The earlier.
The kid's done it again. Quinton de Kock is a sensational cricketer. His teammates absolutely love it. This has again been something special.
Sure has, not only in this series but the series before it in India. He's in the form of his life.
Down the ground, beautiful shot from Quinton de Kock. Superb stuff.
Well, I said the element of surprise had gone. England trying the full Yorker against Quinton de Kock, and he knew what was coming. Again, they go for that very full delivery, trying to trap him on that front foot. Gets the leg out of the way and just clubs it down the ground for 4. Can't really see an area that he's weak at the moment, Quinton de Kock.
Nicely played again. Screaming away for another boundary. Geez, in remarkable form.
He's making this look easy, Quinton de Kock. I think Ben Stokes thought it was going straight to the man at mid-wicket.
Nicely worked, still wrists, 4 runs, good timing.
And the other thing about this wonderful partnership is that it's always been a left-hand, right-hand combination. And England are struggling to adjust their lines. This would have been a perfectly decent delivery to the left-hander, but just to the right-hander, strain into middle and off. And Amla.
Gone a long way.
There's just 4 men in the circle. The captain had to bring the 5th one in and decided to go for the man at fine leg. Fortunately, the drag down is easily picked up by Quinton de Kock. And this isn't just over the boundary rope, it's way back onto the bank. It goes high in the air, but the contact's supreme.
Got that one wrong, David Willey. Just too short. Quinton de Kock into position quickly.
Brilliantly placed, brilliantly timed, not even quick and so athletic has a chance. 200 up, 201 without loss.
It's the 12th 200 partnership for any wicket for South Africa, and it's the highest by South Africa versus England and the 8th by any team versus England, so it's a fantastic effort, one that will go down in the record books, but in the context of the series, in the context of the match, a vitally important one.
Slapped. Not the middle of the bat, but enough of the bat to go for another boundary.
Yeah, went for the fast Yorker, the delivery before. This time we went to the slow delivery. Unfortunately, dragged it down in the middle of the track. And for a man who's sitting on 121, that wasn't a difficult proposition.
I think he's trying the right thing, Kepler. He's trying to not be predictable. He's trying to either go Yorker or slower ball. He knows that length is probably going to be dispatched.
Well, that's a problem, Quinton de Kock.
Just for a moment, he might have thought he picked out fine leg, but as is the way here in Pretoria, the Highveld, it flies away for 6. Ruins what has been a pretty good over. 12 runs from it, 219 for no wicket.
Change of angle here for Willie around the wicket. Creates the angle where it's heading down the leg side, and as you mentioned, it's so far down the leg side when he makes contact that at some stage we thought fine leg, Mammoth was in business. Well, it was only a
thrash through the offside and goes for 4. Again, nothing deep point could do.
And the bowler Topley getting very cross with himself. The fact that he was thrashed through the covers there. Wasn't that bad a delivery. It wasn't drastically over-pitched. It was on half a decent length. And it just met the bat of Hashim Amla.
I'm at his best. On the up. Out of the middle of the bat.
Just evades the diving hand. We'll go for yet another boundary. I don't think it was timed perfectly, but timed well enough. Expensive over, 11 from it. 230 for no wicket. Oh, he's been captain. Again, thrashed away. Beautiful placement.
Yeah, so quickly back. He picked up the length early, did Quinton de Kock, and realised that it was going to end up going over the top of the stumps. So he backed away, targeted the offside, and then as Nick Knight said, it was all about whether he could place it or thread it through the eye of the needle. Well, he did that.
In the safe areas for them.
Now he goes over and holds out this time. Rashid has Quinton de Kock. A wonderful innings has come to an end. He has entertained everyone that has bared witness to it here this evening.
Hashim Amla came all the way down from the non-striker's end to just tell Quinton de Kock, well played. And all the others in the ground will be rising to their feet to say the same. This has been a fantastic knock, and you can see that he's still disappointed, although he got so many. 135 of 117 deliveries, and he still wants more. Good to see the young man. 239 for 1.
And in typical fashion, a little whip off the hips, and Amla has another 100 to add to the 21 that went before.
Yeah, we spoke about it at the beginning of the game that Hashim loves batting at Supersport Park. Welcome back form for Hashim.
Over the top goes Visser and all the way. Here's the job. This is what he's been sent in to do. And now the reverse sweep leads to the dismissal. So Visser will go. Or edge that should run away for 4. And does.
No slip. There was one for Adil Rashid, perhaps because he's spinning the ball away from the right-hander. And Moeen Ali is spinning it in, but you need wickets. Always good to have a slip in place.
Full go at it. Now he goes over mid-off. That's a lovely shot. Lovely shot by Amla.
Yeah, for me, that's one of Hashim's shots of the night. Mid-off is up. Beautiful shot over extra cover. Not only 4, but it went for 6. You got all of that.
Shot, lovely shot. Men up, mid-on, mid-off. Smash down the ground.
Beautifully played, nicely timed. And catching had no chance as it screamed away for a boundary.
Yeah, very well dealt with by Faf du Plessis. Beautifully punched. Went for the bluff, the fuller pitch delivery. Met by the full face of Faf du Plessis' bat.
Rise of catch it, but that evades the fielder and goes for another boundary. Runs are coming freely now.
Emphatic by South Africa, closing this match out quickly now.
Hashim Amla so potent through the leg side once he gets his wrists in action. One slightly straight and just flicks it. You can see how that bat comes up so quickly. It's right out the middle of the bat, just heading down towards the leg stump.
Oh, the wrists have done it again. Beautiful stuff from Amla. That's special. 9 off the over, 50 stand as well between these two. 300 on the board, 301 for 2.
Yeah, with his technique and the wrists that he possesses, Hashim Amla has ability to create speed. It's a slower delivery. Just wait for it to come to him and then just whips those wrists through, cuts across it, opens the face, back of the hand, slow delivery. Wide. It wasn't called wide, it was called bars. That one's beautifully helped around the corner again. Second one in 2 overs of Jordan. Too short and just picked the gap.
Bit of a smile. That's fine, and it's gone away again. Some nice little bonus runs coming here. South Africa in total control in this game. Working again tonight. Oh, there's an edge. So Amla is out. Eventually here's edge one. So Jordan has picked him up. It's the end of a magnificent innings from Hashim Amla. Really is a delight to watch him score runs. He's so elegant when he's out there scoring runs. It's been a magnificent 100 and he's steered South Africa beautifully.
Another innings of consequence for Hashim Amla at Supersport Park. He loves batting here. The contribution with Quinton de Kock has set up the victory for South Africa. We're disappointed he got out. He got the team so close, was expecting the delivery again around the rib cage, down the leg side. Well, there was a bit of width. He went after it and just edged it through to wicketkeeper Butler. But he was really good, Hashim Amla. 127 from 130 deliveries. He looked comfortable the whole innings. Made some exquisite shots all around the pitch and getting the applause he deserves.
So he failed in the first couple of one-day internationals, but you can't keep Hashim Amla down for long. Played superbly tonight for his 127. So South Africa 311 for 3.
The free hit. Oh, and he's clubbed it. Good shots. Nice shots. Gone for half a dozen. Beautifully played by Faf du Plessis. Takes them ever so close to a dominant performance. Smile from Francois. Why not?
Got all of this free hit properly. Faf du Plessis hit it in the right area as well. Back over Muron's head. So just the one needed for victory now. South Africa have had a good day. They're keeping this series alive. It sets it up for France.
Works that away. Just going to take the one. That's it. That's a terrific performance from South Africa under pressure. They really were outplayed in the second game in Port Elizabeth, which would have taken a bit of a fizz out of things as far as the home team is concerned. But they've arrived at Supersport Park today and have been simply outstanding. In that summary, England winning the toss. electing the bat. AB said of the toss he was quite happy to have a bowl, actually, and that's worked out nicely for him. Joe Root was brilliant. Hales again doubled up after his 90 in the second game in Port Elizabeth. Stokes was impressive, 53 off 37. And Abbott picked up a couple. He bowled really nice, actually, did Kyle Abbott. Rabada also a couple, and in reply, South Africa. Just 2 balls into the 47 overs, 319 for 3, and de Kock 135 off 117 balls, and Amla 127 off 130. Just to repeat, that opening stand was 239 runs, and du Plessis looks in good nick, and unfortunately the bowlers didn't really get going for South Africa. Nothing impressive from them. So South Africa have won by 7 wickets.